What's up, guys? It's Guitar CFD here. I'm bringing to you Morningstar Descent to Deadrock. This is a point-to-click game. You've got several areas you need to explore, find different things. A little bit of a crafting mechanic to put some stuff together, engineering to get out of your situation. The main story here is you were on a space mission. In hibernation, something happens. You're crash landing on a deserted island, or not deserted island, a deserted planet. The opening cutscene will explain some of that to you. It's a pretty cool little game. It's not very long. I'm gonna do my best to get through this as quickly as possible. I have played through this once already, so I wanted to play through it and kind of get my head around how I wanted the series to go. I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough, show you, where to find things, and what you need to craft together to move on in your game. I definitely recommend this game. I enjoyed playing it. It's definitely not intuitive. You're not going to know exactly what you should do to get it, to get where you need to go. But hopefully this walkthrough is going to help you out. So I'm going to start a new game. It's gonna erase all my progress, but that's okay. I finished it already, so I'm gonna say yes, and here we go.
My head. What the hell? Johansson. Novak. Novak, come in. Great. That's just great.
Okay, here we go. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kind of mouse over several different areas. You're going to need to explore some of this stuff. As you click on it...
It's the engineer's hibernation chamber. Looks like poor Johansson didn't make it. I should have a second look at him after I manage to open the chamber from the medical room.
You're going to click on each one. It's going to give you a little bit of information here.
It's too dark there. I wouldn't see a thing. It's too dark up there. I wouldn't see a thing. The panel doesn't have power. I need something to power it up. The door is held firmly closed by the hydraulics. I can't force it open. It's the tube that supplies the chamber with the fluid and electricity. Maybe I should check it closer. Looks like the hibernation chamber is leaking fluid. I'll have to check back here later to figure out what's wrong with the system. It's the tube that supplies the chamber with the fluid and electricity. Maybe I should check it closer.
Okay, so we're gonna have to come back to that. Let's see, did I mouse over everything that I wanted to see here? I think so.
Novak to PAL. Come in.
Finally. This is PAL. I read you.
Listen, I'm in injured. It's really bad.
What is it?
Land is bad. Just get to the cockpit as fast as you can.
Okay, hang in there. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, we gotta check all this out. I'm not gonna read through all the stuff. I'll kind of try and slowly mouse over some of the stuff that it gives you to read so that you guys can catch up with it. A lot of it doesn't really give you much as far as what you need to do to progress with the story. It's just kind of backstory on what's happened. So there we go. We got a doll. Its user guide says it has a built-in rechargeable power supply, no batteries needed. Awesome. That'll probably be useful later.
It controls the door. The hydraulics are under pressure. If I could release them somehow... It's stuck. The computer must have tried to close it according to the atmosphere containment protocol when we crash landed. I hope the hull is intact.
Okay. There we go. Got a wrench. Well, let's try this on this guy.
I broke it open with the wrench and released the valve.
Sweet.
Wow, that does look nasty.
Right. Listen, we need to get this rod out. The suit's medtech has sealed my wounds, so I'm alright for now. But you will have to patch up the holes in the suit after you've removed the rod. You'll need some glue for that, I guess.
I think we might have something in the cargo bay.
Hurry up, alright? And everything shut down after the crash. So I ran it. Tried to get the power back online and reboot the mainframe.
I'll get on it.
Okay.
I'll monitor your progress on a helmet cam. Radio me when you need help.
Thanks, Novak.
That's still captured to you.
Yeah, make me say it.
Just get to work.
Okay, so that's important to remember. He said radio him when you need help. This radio button down here, whenever you get stuck...
Get that screwdriver. You might need it later.
Like I said, not always intuitive. There's a screwdriver right here we need to grab. Perfect. And there's some other stuff you can explore. It basically just tells you the console was destroyed. And then when you go through this, it tells you, you need to find some stuff to help him out. Let's do this, and then there's also a hull breach here.
There's a small crack behind that bulkhead.
Okay, perfect. Alright, we need to get back to this. Let's see here. To actually use this, you just you left click on it to... It's not a click and drag, you just left click on it, it'll bring it.
I've unscrewed the tube. There's an adapter piece underneath it.
Okay, I think I have to use this again.
I can just pick that up, I think.
Never mind. Okay, so we're going to do that. It's going to give us a couple adapter tubes and also grab these electrical wires. Perfect. Next, we need to... Remember, we need to...
The panel doesn't have power. I need something to power it up.
Right, okay, so remember we had a portable power supply in this doll. There we go. Now let's head to the engine room. We got a lot of stuff to check out here. The engines basically tell you that there's stuff wrong with it. Left
Several
engine.
cables seem to be loose. They must have been torn down when we crashed, and most of the conduits are fried. The middle engine looks fine from the outside, but you never know. We'll ultimately find out when we get off this rock. The ship has very little power, and the reactor is offline. I will need some extra power to start it up again. The right engine is shot to hell. It's the main power conduit that channels power to the rest of the ship. It seems to be offline. It has a safety switch that shuts down the power going through it to prevent the user from getting electrocuted. The main panel got loose, and it activated the safety.
Okay, sweet. Let's see if we can...
There, I've tightened the screws. Wait, that should have turned off the safety, and the conduit should be humming with power.
Alright, let's see.
I've screwed the panel back on, but the safety switch is still on, and the conduit is making crackling noises like a badly tuned TV set.
Yeah, well, this is one of those times where it's not really intuitive.
Initiating bootstrap of mainframe. Warning, main reactor offline. Currently operating on auxiliary power.
Finally. Nice job, pal. Computer, determine cause of course deviation.
Course compromised due to an extreme gravitational anomaly.
Specify source of anomaly.
Shockwave regression analysis places source of anomaly on the second planet of the Beta Cygni system.
Specify our current location.
Beta Cygni 2.
Wow, we're on Deadrock? The Deadrock?
Looks like it, yeah.
Well, that's just fantastic. Of all the inescapable places in the galaxy, we had to end up here.
I admit, it sounds pretty bad.
No, this is way worse than bad. We're on the one planet that no one's ever returned from. Even the UN has declared this place off limits.
Well, you're right, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Computer, damage report.
Main reactor offline. Engine 1 and 3 offline. Hibernation chambers 1 and 2 offline. Hibernation chamber 3 non-functional. Hull breaches detected in cockpit, medical room and cargo bay. Carbon dioxide concentration in ship exceeding toxic levels.
Wow, that's all?
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Yes, it is.
No, listen. We might have a chance to get out of here after all. We still have one engine intact, and the thrusters seem to be working too. But you need to see what's wrong with the hibernation system and seal those breaches. Oh, and check the CO2 filter in the med room. It hurts like hell when I try to move, so I'll just stay here. But I tried to scan the planet's surface for life signs.
Well, there we go. Like I said, there's a lot of dialogue, and that takes up most of your time. Again, you want to mouse over everything. Make sure you get a good look at everything. So we're going to pick up this glue gun. Remember, we need glue to help our buddy out in the cockpit. We'll check out the space in between here. Oh, we got an adhesive compartment. And here's where the crafting mechanic comes in. There's no guide to it, really. But what you want to do is pick it up and combine the two. Now, we have... it tells us that now only missing is its applicator head. Okay, well, we'll find that later. And then you check this
Johansson,
out.
Our late engineer, used to use the top of these cabinets as a work desk. They're full of his stuff. I can't use any of that stuff. I don't even know what they're good for.
Okay, there we go. So now there's a couple other places we can go to explore the ship. Let's go ahead and come down here first.
It's a universal adhesive that uses nanotechnology. This baby fills up holes and cracks like nothing else. The nanobots inside distribute the material so it's absolutely airtight after it is cured. I'll need something to carry it around in.
Okay. Well, we have our glue gun, but it's not ready yet.
It's full of fine leather jackets. The containers are blocking the way to the back of the cargo bay. They must have fallen down during the crash. I can't move them by hand.
Okay.
No use climbing it. The upper walkway is blocked as well.
That's great. And I got... It's a frozen red herring. I bet it starts to melt and smell will distract me more and more. I'm sure. It's actually... I don't think that that's actually important to gameplay. Maybe. I picked it up last time and I didn't really notice a thing. Okay, let's go check out the med bay. Alright. We need to check this stuff out. Actually, we got to check out a couple other things first. But before we go anywhere, let's come over here. We got two things to check out here.
There's a syringe inside.
Okay, let's pick up the syringe. Yeah, we need that. And you want to make sure you do this.
That was pretty easy.
And then we want to take... Well, you got to mouse over it so you know that there's something there. Okay. Steel pipe. We got it. Okay. And we got some insulation too. That'll be important later. There's also...
I should present it with something to analyze.
Yep. Somewhere.
It's supposed to be an examining table, but Johansson used it as an extension of the desk when he ran out of space while working on one of his experiments. But it's surprisingly tidy now.
Opening hibernation chamber 3.
There we go. Oh yeah, also, there it is. I knew it was somewhere over here. That's going to be important in a minute.
It's a status report on the hibernation chambers. It says there's a malfunction in one of them. If we can't fix the hibernation system, there's no point in even taking off. We wouldn't survive the voyage without hibernation, even if we go to the nearest starbase.
Okay, there we go. Gives you some information on why you need to fix everything. And I can't scan him.
I can see something inside the drain, but I can't reach it with my fingers. It's too deep down.
Yep. And also, now that we have this, let's pick some of that goo up. We got it. Come up here. Throw that baby in the analyzer.
Sample. Please stand by. No living cells found in sample.
Did you get that, Novak?
Yeah, it looks like the nutritional fluid is shot to hell. It must have been the extreme gravitational forces. We'll have to replace the fluid somehow.
Have you seen all the sand out there? I doubt there's anything living on this Deadrock. I think I get the name now.
That doesn't really help us, you know. But I've been able to scan the surface, and I found another vessel that has crashed. It's not too far.
Were they caught in the same crap we were?
How am I supposed to know? I don't even know why we crashed. I detected no life signs, so it must have been a while ago. Anyhow, you'll have to visit that other ship.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, I've been unable to jumpstart the reactor. There's just not enough juice. Plus the computer says that the plasma injector is fried in engine 2.
Damn, it looked like it was okay.
The good news is that the other ship is emitting a standard military distress call. So it's probably a military ship, which means compatible parts for us.
I never thought that one day I'd actually appreciate your enthusiasm for all things military.
See? Anyways, see if you can find some replacement for the hibernation fluid, and a spare injector for the engine. And we'll need some extra power, so take that empty fuel cell from engineering with you, if you haven't already.
Is that all?
And get me a cheeseburger while you're at it.
Okay, pal out.
Large fries.
Pal out.
Diet Cola.
Knock it off, you stupid son.
I heard that.
I know. Now let me get to work.
Okay, so I probably did this a little bit out of order, but that's okay. It took me a long time to figure out how to get off of this ship. Now, in here somewhere is a... I can't remember where it's at. I'll have to find it.
The right engine is shot to hell.
Let's see here. One of these...
It's beyond repair.
One of these... Oh, wait. There it is. Never mind. Broken fuel cell. Got it. It's just kind of right here on this thing. I needed to pick that up. Before we go back up to the cockpit, there's something else we need to do. We need to take our syringe. And... Okay, now it's full. We can go back and help our buddy out. Alright, there we go. While we're here, also, let's turn the ventilation off. That's going to turn that fan off.
Medical room.
There you go, I just told you. Turn the fan off in the medical room so we can get to it. So come back here. I'm going to do this. And where's our syringe? There we go.
I managed to get the rod out and seal the suit, but I don't think he'll be able to move anytime soon. His suit's medhack needs to take care of his wounds again. I'll just leave him here to rest for now. Oh yeah, and I broke the syringe in the process. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you moron. We could have used that for something else, I'm sure. Okay, but that's okay. We now have a steel rod. Let's go ahead and come down here and do this. And we will... There we go.
I moved the containers out of the way with the steel rod.
Now, there's not much else in here we can look around, but there is... We need to grab this guy. Oh, yeah. And gas mask, that's going to be useful later. And there's another hull breach there that we got to fix. So, let's jump back to the medical bay. And we can come over here. Check this guy out. We got a carbon filter. That's awesome. Oh yeah, sorry. I kind of skipped ahead here. We need to do one more thing.
I can see something inside the drain, but I can't reach it with my fingers. It's too deep down.
Alright, so the first thing you're going to think is, well, let's use our steel rod to reach down there.
I can reach the bottom with it, but I can't get that thing down there hooked. I need to figure out some other way to get it out.
Right, so you can't reach down there and get it hooked. Let's try and bring it to us.
I've poured the beer down the drain. It's filled up, and now there's something floating in it. What a waste of a perfectly horrible can of beer.
I couldn't agree more. There we go. Alright, so applicator head, that was the one thing we were missing for our glue gun. Sweet. Now we need to come down here. Alright, it's full. Let's start patching these hull breaches. Come up here and come to this guy.
I think I should just take a look at it.
Oh, come on.
There's a small crack behind that bulkhead.
So you can't skip steps.
The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly.
Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so we have some more crafting to do. Remember, we need to figure out something to do. We need to figure out a CO2 filter. This one is junk. So, if you look, I'm going to see if I can do the short route here. There we go. And then we need to make it that, and then there. Sweet. Now we got it. So the things you needed those the rubber fittings from the hibernation chamber, the gas mask, the insulation, and then you need to glue it up tight to make it airtight.
The gas mask will serve as a temporary CO2 filter. I'll just have to turn the ventilation back on again.
There we go. So we're done up here. Just check this out. Go back to the cockpit. Turn the ventilation on.
The readout says that the CO2 levels are starting to normalize throughout the ship.
Okay, that's perfect. Then we have a hull breach here to fix.
It's a small fracture on the ship's hull. I need to seal it with something.
There we go.
The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly.
Then we got one more to fix downstairs on our way out.
There's a small crack behind that bulkhead. The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly.
There we go. Now we get to examine this.
The control panel that opens the rear loading door is acting up. The circuit must have been overloaded when I restored power to the ship. Maybe I can override it.
Right, well, let's try and fix it like we did the last one.
I can't use that to override the circuit.
No, that's not going to work. Well, that's okay. We picked up some electric wiring last time.
I've overridden the controls with the electric wires, and the control panel is now working.
Sweet. Let's see if we can leave the ship now.
I should use the control panel to open the door.
Oh, yeah.
Open, says me. I still have a couple of things to do here before I venture out into the desert.
Don't remember what else I have to do. Give me just 1 second. Well, this is the perfect spot to show this anyways.
Search the cargo containers in the cargo bay.
I did that already.
It's full of fine leather jackets.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So it's not going to let you leave the area.
I think you're ready to leave the ship.
There we go.
This is Novak. I see you're about to go out into the desert. Now listen, try to take care of yourself. You're my only chance of getting off this planet alive.
I appreciate your honesty. Now, do you have anything to say, or did you just call to piss me off?
Just a recap of what we need. A energy cell and a spare injector for the reactor, plus some sort of replacement for the nutritional fluid of the hibernation system.
I knew all that. You really do like to play captain, don't you?
I don't have to play it. I am the captain. Okay. I uploaded the coordinates of that other ship to your suit, plus some terrain data.
Okay, thanks. I'll get back to you when I have something. Pal out.
Okay, guys, well, I've gotten you out of the ship. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Also, if you haven't taken... if you're not subscribed to my channel, please take the time to hit it up. In the next episode, we're going to take the next couple sections, because there are 3 different places that we have to bounce between to get a lot of stuff together. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful to you. If you had the same troubles I had the first time playing this, getting off the ship, I hope you kind of got to see everything in order so you could get it. And I tried to keep this as quick as possible, to keep it in bite-sized chunks. Again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.